Sebring, one of the most famous circuits in the world. Just a mention of the historic track brings back memories of more than 60 years of racing. Legends of the past like Fangio, Gurney, Andretti, and Phil Hill.
Well, everybody, you'll be very thankful to know that Patrick Dempsey has come back. I think he was actually out the back getting ready for the race. Patrick, good to see you. Of course, always a huge crowd of fans here. But it's as much for the history of this place, the people, the passion. You're standing on the same asphalt or concrete as your heroes drove on. So what does it mean to you? It's only your second time. What does it mean to be here?
Well, it's really remarkable that you think of who drove here. You had Von Tripp, you had Fangio, you had Phil Hill, you had Moss. All these guys were here. It was an important race in their schedule, and to be here competing on relatively the same layout. They've put some chicanes in and they've tightened up a bit, but I mean, 17 is phenomenal. It's a world-class corner that everybody talks about. It's so rough, it just beats you up, and I think that's what's really special about this. Is it's just so physical, not only on the drivers but on the cars themselves. And certainly this year now with the manufacturers coming back so strongly, we were talking about qualifying earlier before we came on the air. It was really, I was in the Porsche pits, and the qualifying was electrifying, and they were throwing down some great laps, and it was really exciting.
Didn't you love, this is what I thought as a race fan, watching a GT car working it through these corners was some of the, because in racing we get to a pace, but qualifying, man, they were everywhere.
Yeah, qualifying is all about the setup of the car and what the driver is going to do. So you really see what the drivers are capable of, and that's what it's really special, certainly for the drivers watching, to see who's going to lay one down and what they have in the car. And the manufacturers have put a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of pride into that. And to see who comes out on top was great to be next to P. Long, man. He was very, very excited.
So, we always think about it, racing, the fans take it for granted. I know a big race, probably like when you do a big movie or a big everything, you have to up your game. And as a driver, man to man, it takes a lot to get ready for this race, doesn't it? I mean, is not, you're not playing golf this afternoon. You're racing a very fast race car.
This is a very fast track. There's a lot of traffic that you have to contend with. Your situational awareness has to be spot on. And you have to be confident physically. That's the big thing. We haven't had a lot of long runs here. We've been struggling with some brake issues that hopefully we've worked out for the race. And if not, then that's what we have to do. And we have to settle for that and just drive on. And the mental aspect is really important. I just came back from the Airstream and was just trying to collect myself and focus on, really visualizing the track, what I need to do in the first stint, and taking it easy. It's a long race, and we'll see what happens.
Well, on behalf of my wife and 10 million women, good luck this afternoon.
Well, Patrick Dempsey finally cooling off after almost 2 hours behind the wheel. But Patrick, after you did the exchange, the car came back in pit lane and they were adding some fluid. What's going on with the Porsche?
Yeah, we've been struggling with the power steering pretty much halfway through Andrew's first stint there. And then I got in the car, we put some fluid in it. It helped for like 4 or 5 laps, and then that was it. So it's a little bit of a workout.
So 2 hours behind the wheel, no power steering.
No, it reminded me of everybody in the old days. That nobody had power steering. I've been training a lot, which made a big difference. And it's unfortunate. Beauty Rest has been supporting us, and Porsche Design and Specialized, all our sponsors, Motegi Wheels. It's unfortunate we're not a better result. We had a good shot at it. We'll just have to battle back and see. We still got a long, long way to go.
We do, and every time we drop back and take a look at GTD, it seems like we just have clusters of cars everywhere, so you're constantly battling.
Oh, it's a blast. There's so much going on. It really is. Situational awareness, managing traffic, understanding what the LMPC guys are going to do, and battling it out in your class. It's just fantastic. There was an incident in one. I didn't know if I was going to make it through. The tire flips up and just hit the front quarter panel, and then we kept going. I was like, I've got by that one. But it's a blast. I'm having a blast.
Why don't you go do some curls and really try and burn those arms up?
I will.